Imagine Sarah, a resident of Houston, who has recently decided she wants to take more responsibility for her personal safety. She has purchased a handgun she feels comfortable with and wants to carry it with her for protection. Her preferred method is to keep it in her purse, where it is both accessible to her and out of plain sight. However, she finds herself asking a very important question. Is it actually legal for me to carry my handgun in my purse as I go about my day in Texas? This is a common and sensible question that many Texans ponder, especially since laws regarding firearms can seem complex and have serious consequences if misunderstood. Sarah's situation highlights a need for clear, straightforward information. She wants to follow the law and be a responsible gun owner. She knows that simply placing a handgun in her purse without understanding the rules is not the right approach. She needs to know if she needs a special license, where she is allowed to carry her purse with the handgun inside, and what specific regulations might apply to this method of carry. The answer to Sarah's question is yes, you can legally carry a handgun in your purse in Texas, but it depends on several key factors. The law makes important distinctions that every gun owner must know. By the end, you will have a much clearer picture of your rights and responsibilities as a Texas gun owner. To carry a handgun, whether openly or concealed, you must be at least 21 years old. This age requirement is firm and is one of the first things the law establishes. You must also be legally eligible to possess a firearm under both Texas and federal law. This means you cannot have any felony convictions. It also means you are not prohibited for other reasons, such as being subject to a protective order. Texas law provides two main pathways for legally carrying a handgun in public: permitless carry and carrying with a license to carry, often called an LTC. Permitless carry, sometimes referred to as constitutional carry, became law in Texas in 2021. It allows eligible individuals to carry a handgun in many public places without first needing to obtain a government-issued license or permit. To get an LTC, you must complete a state-mandated training course, pass a shooting proficiency test, and submit to a more thorough background check. Furthermore, an LTC from Texas has reciprocity agreements with many other states. This means that if you travel outside of Texas, your LTC may allow you to legally carry your handgun in other states that recognize Texas licenses. When you carry a handgun in Texas, you have two options: open carry or concealed carry. If your handgun is fully inside your purse, and the purse is closed, or the gun is otherwise not visible, you are carrying concealed. However, Texas law has a very specific requirement for open carry. If you are openly carrying a handgun, it must be in a holster. For your purse carry to be legal, you must ensure the handgun is kept concealed from ordinary public view. The most obvious and well-known restricted location is a school or any premises of an educational institution. Another critical prohibited area is any business that derives 51% or more of its income from the sale of alcoholic beverages. Government buildings are also on the list of prohibited locations. You cannot carry a handgun into the secured area of an airport, past the TSA screening checkpoints. You are also barred from carrying in a courthouse, a polling place on the day of an election, or during early voting. Violating these rules can lead to immediate arrest and significant legal penalties. It is your responsibility as the person carrying the firearm to be aware of your surroundings and to look for posted signs. Ignorance of the law or failing to see a sign is not a valid legal defense. To ban concealed carry for LTC holders, property owners must post a 30.06 sign. To ban open carry for LTC holders, they must post a 30.07 sign. These signs must be posted in a conspicuous manner, clearly visible to the public. What happens if you accidentally carry your handgun onto a property that has a proper sign posted, or if the owner asks you to leave? You must comply immediately. Refusing to leave after being given this verbal notice is considered criminal trespass. The rules for carrying a handgun in your vehicle in Texas are closely related to the general carrying laws, but have some unique aspects. When carrying a handgun in your car, you can keep it in your purse. If the handgun is in your purse and out of sight, it is considered concealed. This is a very common and perfectly legal way to transport your firearm. If you need to restore your federal gun rights, get your 925C Made Simple Ultimate Federal Gun Rights Restoration Workbook today at legal-gangsta.com/shop. You can also carry the handgun openly in your vehicle. However, just like carrying openly in public, the law requires the handgun to be in a holster. The most important thing to remember is that these rules apply while you are in your vehicle. Once you step out of your car, you are again subject to the general laws for carrying in public. Always be mindful of your destination before you take your handgun with you. The vehicle provides a secure and legal place to store your firearm, but that legal protection does not follow you once you exit the car. Understanding these details is not just about avoiding legal trouble. It is about ensuring you are handling your firearm safely and responsibly in all situations.